Hey all, I hope that you're doing well today or tonight. I've got another ramble for y'all this evening, as well as a little bit of a drink to go with it. My voice tends to get tired pretty quickly, only about halfway through my usual videos. About 15 minutes in or so, I kind of start to lose it. So, to combat that issue, I've got here with me a little bit of hot tea to soothe the throat. Now, a fair warning in advance. This microphone is obviously very sensitive, and the tea is very, very hot. So, there will be some slight drinking and or slurping sounds in this video. Not intentional or over the top, but there will be some of that. So, if that's not your thing, feel free to leave now. I don't want you to have to hear that if you do not wish to. So, for those of you who don't mind or maybe enjoy those kinds of sounds, I hope that you enjoy the video. I will let you know beforehand if I need to take a drink. What I have as far as tea goes this evening is just some simple Irish breakfast tea. Irish breakfast tea. It's a black tea and a pretty strong one at that. It can get bitter very quickly. It's pretty, unforgiving as far as steeping the tea goes. If you let it sit for even 30 seconds too long, you're in for a pretty bitter brew. I'm kind of strange in the sense that I actually really kind of like bitter tea. Obviously, I don't purposefully make tea bitter. And when I'm drinking something like a green tea, maybe jasmine tea, I don't want it to be bitter, because that's not what it is supposed to taste like. But I've certainly never been someone to complain about it, nor turn down a cup of tea over it. I really, really like tea. Funnily enough, I think I've mentioned this before. I actually don't have a teapot at the moment. It broke quite a while ago, and I just haven't replaced it. I think in the video that I last mentioned that I said that I was going to buy a replacement that very night. Yeah, I did not end up doing that. I keep forgetting to do it. I would say that I was going to do it after this, but I'm probably going to forget again. So, I don't want to make a promise that I cannot keep. Excuse me one moment. My voice is already getting a bit tired, so take a sip of my tea here. got a absolutely colossal mug here. It's about the size of my head. That way I can make a big cup of tea. I drink a lot of tea. Luckily it's cooling down a bit, so I'm not gonna have to kind of slurp the tea. I know a lot of people don't like that sound. I don't mind it as much when it's ASMR related because it's, you know, it's purposeful. It's done on purpose. And also I've probably searched specifically for it, so I know what I'm getting into. But in real life, that's a completely different story. It's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. Or I guess I should say, a pet peeve of mine is poor table manners. Now, I'm not like a super pompous person when it comes to that, you know. I don't know all the rules. You know, there's certain silverware and whatnot used for certain things. I'm not on that level. I'm just talking about basic table manners, like chewing with your mouth closed and, you know, wiping your face if you're being messy. Stuff like that. I'm not even... You know what, now that I think about it, I'm really not even that picky when it comes to that kind of thing either, I suppose. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm picky about that stuff with myself, because I know it bothers a lot of people. So I try to, you know, be courteous to others and chew with my mouth closed and keep my face clean. And I used to, when I was a little kid, it would drive my grandmother crazy. I would hold a spoon like in a fist, you know. I wouldn't like hold it with my fingers. I would clench onto it like that. Now, I did it that way because it was most comfortable for me. I had a lot of wrist problems and wrist pain growing up. And so holding it like that was just most comfortable for me. But oh my goodness, it drove her up a wall. She always hated when I would hold cutlery like that. I don't really care about things like that, but she would always catch me on it. She was just trying to teach me proper manners, so I understand. But yeah, I do try to have decent table manners around others. But yeah, now that I think about it, I really don't mind what would be considered as bad manners. I'm kind of, how do I put this? I myself am a little, rough around the edges. So who am I to judge other people? It doesn't bother me too much. The only thing that bothers me is if someone is purposefully trying to gross other people out while eating. That bothers me a little bit because obviously I would like to enjoy my food. So if you're trying to ruin that for me, that's not the best thing in the world. I don't really love that. But I will say, yeah, I really don't have any right to judge anyone else on their eating habits. I cannot breathe through my nose very well at all. It's actually gotten a little bit better in recent times, but from all the Muay Thai and boxing, all the sparring and fighting I've done, my poor nose has been hit quite a lot. So it's pretty stuffy. I have a lot of scar tissue inside my nose, and it kind of blocks the airways. So when I'm eating alone, I do tend to eat with my mouth open, just so I can breathe. So I can breathe through my mouth as I'm chewing. When I'm with other people, of course, I'll either just take a big breath before each bite, or I'll just get the little air that I can through my nose. But again, now that I kind of think about it, recently I've actually been able to breathe through my nose quite a bit better these past couple months. So maybe I'm kind of getting all healed up. Who knows? This is a pretty funny story. My papa being my grandfather, he was in the bomb squad when he was a much younger man. And at one point in time, a small bomb had gone off while he was working on it. And so he got a lot of shrapnel in his face. He's totally okay. No worries there at all. Obviously it probably hurt quite a bit, but he's fine these days. But yeah, some shrapnel got on his face, and oh gosh. So I was a little kid, and I remember I was eating with my family around the table. It was a family gathering, so there was my immediate family, but then, my aunts, uncles, cousins, and my papa. Well, I was so young that I was just starting to learn table manners and be taught them. So I remember I was chewing with my mouth open, and my ma, she tells me to, hey, can you chew with your mouth closed, please, and thank you. And I remember, because of my papa getting the shrapnel on his face, he has some scarring, and just like me, he can't breathe super well through his nose. So when he eats, he has to breathe through his mouth. So he chews with his mouth open. Now, he's polite as he can be about it. It's really not a big deal. But yeah, he has to chew with his mouth open so he can breathe. Of course, I was like 3 or 4 at the time, so I didn't know any better. And oh gosh, I went, well, Papa doesn't do that, so why do I have to do that? They thought that was so funny. My papa's great. He didn't take any offense to that. I was just a little boy, but everyone laughed at that, and I was too young to understand why he was eating the way he did. But yeah, just kind of a funny little story there. I love my papa. He's amazing. He has done so many different things over his life. It's crazy. I swear the guy has had every job under the sun at this point. He's really done it all. Very impressive history, impressive job history. Such a hard working guy. Excuse me 1 second for a drink. Gosh, it sounds like I'm swallowing so hard, but I'm not. It's just the mic picking that up. But anyhow, he's done so many different things. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Like I mentioned, he was in the bomb squad at one point, so he defused all sorts of different explosives and contained different explosives. He was a policeman for a very, very long time. He was in the, I believe, the Army for a while as well. That are the Marines. I can't quite remember. But he had a lot of his own businesses over the years. He used to own a catering company. So he had this big commercial kitchen RV thing, and he would make barbecue. And ooh, I tell ya, he has the best barbecue ribs I've ever had in my life. He's a fantastic chef, fantastic cook. So he did that for a while. He had a business where he would check fire extinguishers, make sure that they're not expired and that they're still in working order, and he would recycle them for companies and replace them as well. Gosh, what else did he do? He was a volunteer firefighter. At some point he was a medic. Sold his own woodworking things, various different items as far as woodworking goes. He was one of the 2 master craftsmen in my family that I mentioned in the last video. Very, very talented guy. He's my role model. I love my papa to death. He's the greatest. He's amazing. What else did he do? I'm missing a whole lot. He's done so many things. This one's a little more grim. I won't go into a lot of detail with it, but at one point in time for the police department, he was a body recovery diver. So he would dive into rivers and lakes and things like various bodies of water to recover dead bodies. Which, yeah, is a very, that's a pretty intense job to have. But he was very, very skilled at that. He was a fantastic diver. Gosh, what else? There's more. There's so much more. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he was, he did a lot of stuff. Very talented individual, really a jack of all trades, just so very skilled. Some of his hobbies, it's so funny. I'm not making fun of his hobbies at all. I think they're amazing, but it's just, if you met him, you'd understand. He's a very stout individual. He's just built real sturdy, and he's a total sweetheart. But God forbid, if he ever got on his bad side, he's one of the last people you'd ever want to cross. he's a teddy bear, but he's still a bear, he can be scary if he needs to be. He can take care of business. And, where was I going with that? I had a reason for bringing that up. Oh, shoot. I totally just lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. There was a reason I brought that up. Well, let's see. Let me retrace my steps. I was talking about his jobs. I was talking about how he's very sweet, but also he can be kind of intense if he needs to be. Oh, his hobbies. Right. Sorry. So, like I said, very sweet, but he can be a really serious and scary guy if you push him the wrong way. But his hobbies, it's so funny. His biggest hobbies are yo-yoing and playing the harmonica. He is very, very good at both of those things. And they're so, what's the word? His hobbies are very whimsical, And, for such a, intense person, it's just very humorous. Gosh, he also, he collects cameras as well, vintage cameras. He's got an entire wall of shelves, and with just dozens of different old school cameras, and original film still in the box and things of that nature. So cool. So many cool old cameras on there. I don't think he was ever into photography that much, despite owning so many cameras. I don't think he really took a lot of pictures. I think he just liked collecting the cameras. He loves Batman. It's like his favorite superhero. He has a bunch of like custom-made Batarang knives. They're super cool. Yeah, he's awesome. I could go on and on and on about my papa. He's the greatest. Love him to death. I would love to know. I'd love to hear down in the comments if y'all have anyone like an equivalent to my papa. Maybe a papa of your own, or someone like that who you really admire or look up to. I'd love to hear your stories. I love reading the comments. It's my favorite thing. Speaking of comments, I've actually gotten a couple pretty mean comments recently. They're few and far between. The good heavily outweighs the bad, and I won't say specifically what was said. I don't want to give them any attention. Of course, I just ignore it. It means nothing to me. It's not the end of the world, but I've gotten some pretty interesting hate comments. A lot of them don't make a lot of sense. Like they're very grammatically, they have a lot of bad grammar in them, is what I'm trying to say. So it's hard to even make out what exactly the point is sometimes. But the ones that I do understand are very, honestly, 9 times out of 10, they make me chuckle a little bit. Some pretty creative stuff has been said. I'll give them that. Yeah, it's kind of strange having haters. You know, it's an inevitability. Yeah, of course. Once you reach a certain point, not everybody is going to like you. That's life. I don't expect to have everybody on my side, but yeah, I mean, some pretty, at least in my opinion, unwarranted comments. Because I'm just sitting here talking about random things, and well, some people really don't like me for doing that. But that's okay. I've got nothing against them. I hold no grudge. But yeah, they do give me a bit of a laugh sometimes. Take a quick little drink here. Now, while we're on the topic of comments, some non-hate comments now. I do still have quite a few of you who have mentioned that my videos are a bit quiet, especially when compared to other ASM artists. So, this video I'm going to edit a little bit differently to hopefully raise the volume a bit while maintaining the quality of the audio. Even though I've posted so many videos, I'm still really new to this. It hasn't even been 3 months yet, so I'm still kind of finding what works and what doesn't. I'm still learning. So your feedback is greatly appreciated, and I do read everything y'all say. I do see, even if I don't always respond. I do see what y'all are saying, and I take it all into account. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to mess around a bit with this video and see if I can't get the volume a bit higher while maintaining the quality of the video. I guess only time will tell, but yeah, I'm doing what I can for y'all. I hope that you enjoy the videos anyway. I really enjoy making them, so hopefully it shows in the content I make. Anyhow, with all that being said, it's about time to call it a night. So, as always, I hope that y'all have a great rest of your day or night, and that y'all stay safe out there. Have a good one, y'all.